Welcome back. We hope you've enjoyed this module and that you found the resources and tools that we've shared with you to be helpful to you as an arts educator. So again, this module is about designing those lesson activities to complete your amazing arts-focused or arts-integrated lesson plan. And these activities are all about the steps that you'll design to lead your students towards successful mastery of the learning objectives. I want to come back to this example that I've used in the previous modules. If I had a 5th grade class, I might want them to design personal totems. Let's say we've been learning about the Native American tribes of the Pacific Northwest. We've been reading books, we've been watching videos, and we've been learning together. But for this lesson, I want to integrate the arts with the culture and history that they've been learning. So my learning objective is that students will develop a modern totem that integrates personal interest with traditional forms. And for this lesson, my summative assessment is going to be a sketch that they make of their personal totem. And I'm going to have a checklist, a set of criteria that goes along with that so that I can let them know if they successfully have attained the learning objectives. So now I need to design some lesson plan activities that are going to lead them toward success in the learning objectives. So my hook, I'm going to show them a video of a member of a Native American Pacific Northwest tribe actually making a totem pole. And I'm going to ask some questions to get them curious and get them engaged in thinking about their personal totems. My next activity is going to be a mini lecture. This is just going to be a short lecture that I'm putting together to go over the traditional forms of the totem pole. And I'm going to strategically scatter some questions in there to see if they're paying attention and learning. And I'm going to ask them to respond on whiteboards so that I can know if we need more review or if we can move on. So again, my activity is the mini lecture, and I want to include a bit of formative assessment so I can check in with their learning. The next activity, as individuals, each student will design a concept organizer. So this concept organizer will get them thinking and brainstorming about ideas or people or memories that mean something to them. And to briefly draw a symbol that represents that memory or that person or that idea. So I might come around with a stack of green sticky notes. And when I know that a student has successfully completed their concept organizer and is ready to move on, I'll just put a green sticky note on their paper. And I'll tell them something I noticed that is effective and that will work well for their sketch. If I see that a student isn't ready to move on, I won't give them a sticky note yet, but I will give them some specific and actionable feedback so that they can then revise. So when all students have green sticky notes on their paper, I know that we can move on. So the next activity will be a group discussion. I'll have students meet up with the same checklist that I will use for their summative assessment. And I will have them look at their peers' concept organizers and discuss. And I'll have them use specific language for that. Either I liked how you, or you might want to think about, to give their peers some ideas for how they might want to change or revise their concept organizer before they move on. So again, this is all about designing, constructing those activities that will lead your students to mastery of your learning objectives. We are so excited to see your lessons, and I'm going to give you a Padlet to go ahead and upload your completed lesson when it's revised and it's beautiful and you're ready to share, so that we can all be a resource for each other. And I'm sure we'll come away with lots of good ideas.